What's going on, one and all, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. We're back in the Alpha Park for a bit of a different take on this series. Lately, I've been doing a lot of time lapses in this series, but today we're live for the entire episode. Why? Well, the Alpha Park looks a little different, and that's because Planet Coaster got its Alpha Phase 2 patch out, and so we got some things that we should probably do in this episode. I mean, look. The Jamafino is no longer blue, it is actually white, as is the Banker's Revenge over here. So we have to go through and actually paint those coasters to get them to the appropriate colors, and we also have a terrain tool to play with. So let's go ahead and do this first. I actually noticed that the stations for the coasters got updated because coasters are actually live now in this game. Yeah, all of these coasters, we can get all of these. We are going to have so much fun building coasters now. Oh man, this park is going to become a coaster park with less emphasis on buildings. I say that just because I'm really excited about the coasters, but no, we're still gonna build buildings, no worries there. But we have a lot more to do now that we can play with a lot more of the parameters of the park. But yeah, the station on the Banker's Revenge got tweaked, as I'll go in here and show you guys. Yeah, there are now queue path or queue lines, queue stalls, maybe I guess is a good word to call them, in the coaster. I'm not sure if this is actually gonna go. Are you on? Click on it, and it is definitely open. And I'm not sure why people are not getting on. Maybe I have to like close it down and then reopen it. Or were there multiple cars on the track? Maybe that's a thing. No. Doesn't look like it. Oh well, let's go ahead and reopen it and see if that actually fixes it. I think the Jamafino was going, wasn't it? No, it's stuck here too. Huh, interesting. I hope I don't have to like delete them and redo them because that would just be a pain and I don't think I can actually do that. All right, let's zoom forward here. Let's see if we can get people to ride this thing. Test. Go. There it goes. Okay, cool. So it looks like there are the old coasters definitely are going to go, but all right, back to what I was doing over here at the Banker's Revenge. I am way off topic still. Yeah, the queue stations have been tweaked. There are now, like, scaffolding off of the side, which actually screws up all of this pathwork in here. And it also clipped through this side of this building, but honestly, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it was meant to be there, so I'm gonna leave that there. That, actually, I like it. I like it a lot. If I can get through, it's really hidden, actually, by all of these trees, but yeah, look at that. That looks sweet. Let's paint some things. Actually, now that it's getting dark out, I did reopen this coaster, right? Yes. Let's see. Okay, we have ride management coming soon. I also noticed that we have money. And we're actually gaining money, but I don't think we can do much with the money. If I click on a stall. Can I click on a stall? Let's go to this True Moo over here and see what's going on here. I don't think I can do much with it. Build, duplicate, move, and demolish. So yeah, I can also not click on the money at all. And I can't just hover over it. Very strange. We are gaining money, but I'm not sure if it actually means anything just yet. So, I'm also not sure once this comes back. It's already had to go through at least once, right? I mean, it did not take all that time to get up to the top. So, the ride analytics are coming soon. So I'm assuming that means we can run all the tests that we want, but it's not going to mean anything. So let's go ahead and open this again. Let's see if people jump in line. I'm hoping so. And then let's see if people are jumping in line for this coaster. They are. They just seem like they're standing still, though. I'm not sure what to do here. There are a couple people in here, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's go ahead and paint the track. The track color. It was red before, wasn't it? Okay. So okay. There are a lot of colors going on here. Let's go to just some random spot over here and check it out. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is then the interior struts, I guess we could call them. We could keep those white. That could be kind of cool. Or, I don't know, this was like all red before, right? So maybe we'll go like a deep red, and then this has to be like this rail, yeah. Okay, cool. We'll make that orange-ish, and then we'll make these gotta be the supports, right? Yeah, whoa, wow, that's like really camouflage back there. I kind of like that, to be honest. I don't know, it's like green and it's really dark out and I can't really see anything right now, but I think black would look really cool. So we have like a red and black coaster back here. That looks awesome. Let's see if I like it in the day, though. That orange might have to get switched to a red. Anyway, let's go to the Gemafino and come over here and see what we can do with this guy's color. The car colors we can tweak later. Let's go ahead and... This was blue before. Do we want to keep it blue? Probably, because this building is still blue. So let's go with a blue color scheme on this one. We could go maybe like a little powder blue or something. And then like a deep blue for like the other track pieces. This one can be... Do we want this in white? No, what? That's very strange. Why did that change? Oh, I don't know. That is the rail color. So yeah. Back to baby blue for you. And then we'll come back in here and switch that to probably some sort of blue, right? I don't think we need another black coaster. I think this one should be a lighter coaster because it is right in the middle of the park. And then the supports, that's the word I'm looking for, those could be white. I like that. Can we change this color? No, not yet at least. And then testing is an option there. But, yeah, the ride override. Okay, there we go. This one is actually running, and it looks like wait. There's like 3 people on the back of this, and I am like tilting my head to try to figure this out. Yeah, there are 3 people on the back of this ride. They apparently chose the last car in the train, which is very strange because usually people go out and try to get the front seat, not the back seat. Although I have ridden coasters with people who prefer the back seat, which has always kind of confused me. I don't know. I guess when you're on a coaster, if you ever go to the back, there's much more of like a whipping action. And by that I mean once you're at the top, like the coaster will go over and the momentum starts to go. And if you're on the back, you're still going up, so you get like whipped over the top. It's pretty different. So yeah, if you're ever at a riding a coaster that you've ridden probably way too many times, just try to use just the back seat. Go to the back and see how different it can be. All right, let's zoom through this to daytime. You know what? Yeah, we want to see what this park looks like in the day. Okay, yes, the sun is poking over the hills back there. Actually, it is very, very bright. Has the sun always been this bright in this game? I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and change the color of these cars. This one needs to be changed. Also, the Banker's Revenge needs to be changed. But I need to get one of them out of the station to see what they look like. So I'm going to zoom ahead again. And hopefully the Banker's Revenge is actually working right now, because I haven't seen it actually go yet. I've seen the Gemafino go a couple times, but come on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like a weird issue right now with the alpha, where the trains are just not going. I honestly don't know, because there are honestly enough people in line. They're just not filling up the cars for whatever reason. That's very strange. Also, you'll notice that there are now stairs in the game, which is awesome, but unfortunately it's kind of screwed up a couple things, especially over here. Okay, what's going on here? Get out of the station. You know what? While we wait for that, let's play around with this new terrain tool that we have. And like I said before, this was gonna be painted, and we actually now have the option to paint stuff, which I honestly don't know if I like that. So that's like the rock. Then we can go in with like a little bit of a different rock and see actually we could bring the texture or the intensity down and just make a couple areas where rock is like really facing through this other rock. I mean, you can kind of play with the texture a little bit because you have 2 different styles of rock here. But, I think, though, we might want to keep some of this grass over here. Let's see what we can do about that. Because the bushes would not be growing out of the rock. And I say that based completely on a hunch, because I am not sure. Honestly, there could be bushes that grow out of rocks. I am not a, what is that, botanist? Do botanists play with the, plants? I think they do. Botany, I'm pretty sure, is a plant type thing. How does that look? I think that looks okay, but I do want to fix this in here. And we'll just use these bushes as kind of like a buffer zone between the grass and the rock area. Because it's not as smooth as it could be. It's not... I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's not as crisp a line as you're going to see. But it does look pretty good. What is... Oh. I was wondering if I clicked on that, if it would change like the shape instead of a circle just go into a square. I don't know. But I do like that. That actually gives a little bit more texture and flavor to that hill there. And I think, well, I guess I don't have to go through a lot of this over here. Actually, that's a rocky thing right there. Oh, wow. Huh. So, some of these areas were already painted. Different colors. Interesting. Huh. Oh, how does this look during the day? We didn't look at that. It looks very purple, doesn't it? I don't like that. That looks really purple. That inside strut looks very purple. Oh, I closed it on accident. Let's go in here and make this more of a red. That's better. And that orange is still there, although I guess I don't hate it. That said, what would it look like if it was just red? I don't know. Do I like that? I'd kind of... Actually, you know what might look cool? If this was black. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like that. I guess we'll leave this like this. You guys can let me know in the comments if I'm making any mistakes with the colors or anything. I'm wondering if I can change the car type, maybe? Is that a thing that I can do? If I close it, I can then go to Customize and change the number of cars. Can I change the car type? Edit track, edit cars, place entrance. It should already have the... that just screwed everything up. Wow, that was weird. Alright, place the entrance again. That's there. Boom. Cool. Place the exit again? Really? Come on. This was already done. Can I place the exit over here? No, I can't place it on the other side? Is that the issue here? Because that's not very realistic. Let's just be honest. Yeah, in parks, you don't necessarily go out the same side you come in. Oh, I see. They come out this way. Okay, that must be why they aren't showing or aren't getting on and off this ride. So, okay. We're going to have to tweak this building. That's kind of a pain. But they're going to have to come out somehow. That sucks. Oh, well. I'll have to do that in between episodes because this one's actually running pretty long. I'm going to have to do the same thing over here, too, which should be a pretty easy fix for this building. I'll just cover that up, and unfortunately, people are going to have to not be able to use this path again. Although, I might be able to work around that. I might have them come out underneath or something, but... Alright, I'll do that in between episodes, or I'll do that in a new time-lapse for next episode, guys. Let me know what you thought of this kind of new-ish, old-ish format. I did used to do videos like this for the Alpha Park, but I got away from that because there are just so many things that you can do in this game, and it takes so long to make things look good. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this particular episode, thumbs down if you hated it, of course. And next time, we'll probably go back to the time-lapse format just to make things move a little faster, I guess. And we'll get into some of the new scenery and things. So, guys, stay tuned for that. And I will see you next time here in the Alpha Park.